I just love how connected you are, Jody, when you do that. It's like a putt.
You get a prize for making it?
Ooh, almost.
I've got 4 of them almost.
Almost doesn't count.
Just like a putt. I mean, it's so solid. I love that. Okay, so now you have to land it on the green and go towards the right flag. So what would we do? Just do what you normally do, right?
Nice one, Glenn. Good shot.
Really good. But it's just so connected. You are the more than any person I know, you hit your chips like a putt. Always connected, nothing goes floppy loosey, and that's really good. I would practice that even on my longer shots. If you were 50 or 60 yards out, the way I would practice chipping if you got time and you're at the condition, I seriously would do this. I would go down somewhere to the range, and I would practice these chips first like this, and then I would try and chip it further, and then I try and chip it further, and then I try and chip it 80 yards.
Oh,
It'll shock you how many times you could actually hit an 80-yard shot being like your putting.
Well, it's funny because I haven't practiced much with my wedge doing this shot. I use my 8-iron so much that I actually am liking how
That feels.
this feels. So thank you for telling me to use that.
No, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you wanted to practice. You know, kind of what you know causes things. Like if Roxanne practices her wrist, maybe this isn't how her new trigger. You know, maybe that's it. If Jody's is just kind of turning correctly and getting the grip right, just make sure every time you hit a ball, don't get lazy. I mean, just go down there, make sure, okay, my grip's perfect. Now forget about it. Grip's good. Now just go about our normal business. I would do everything the same though. If you're going to go to the range and you're going to, and I see it with Roxanne playing. I honestly have noticed this. I noticed this 8 years ago. If Roxanne plays, watch her. You see Roxanne, she gets up the ball and you watch her. She does it on the range. She does it playing. So that consistency of practice, if you're going to, and you're a very diligent practicer. I mean, you don't just hit balls to hit balls. I mean, I see that when you come down. But if you're going to do that, take it to the golf course the same way. Don't go, well, you know, I'm lazy, I'm not playing that good. No, don't develop those bad habits. Everybody says, why is your pre-shot so important? Why is it so important? Because your body gets ready to do the same thing that you were doing before, you know? I mean, you say, why do guys play catch? Just to play catch, and they're a Major League Baseball player. Because they just want to make sure your body stays used to doing what you're doing. Hitting golf balls, just to hit golf balls, helps your eye and hand coordination. Truly does. There's no doubt. If you hit a million golf balls and hit them wrong, I'll guarantee you, you can probably hit it pretty close to where you want to hit it. It might be all goofy and stuff the way it goes, because the club's in the wrong place, the elbow's in the wrong place, the shoulder's wrong, the stance is wrong, the grip is horrible. But I would just say, do the same things over and over. If the grip, don't ever get lazy with the grip. Ever since I came back from the PGA in October, if you're watching me, I put my hand on the club the correct way now. Why? Because it saves my wrist. My wrist hurts so bad if I get a little fat. This way, I don't hit it. Margin of error is about this big because you're never going to hit it good. Okay, so we'll do those ones first. Those ones we'll practice first. And I'll go around to each one and we'll do a little video on it. And then we're going to do a little bit different too. We're going to do the standard 1.5 behind good follow through, let it kind of hit and roll a little bit. Then as we go along, we'll do it, step on the ball. I'll show you how to, just so you can draw a line. Again, the other thing, I actually do it when I used to practice a lot back in Colorado, when I just I'd already played 36 or whatever. I literally, as much as I hit sand shots, I still was drawing the line. Really? When I'm practicing, I did. I want to see where it's entering. Yeah. I can't tell once the ball is gone. Right. You know what I mean? That's why if you ever see a guy who's up against that lip over there and the ball's above his feet, why is it so hard to hit a bunker shot like that? Try and swing across it into a hill that's facing you. Yeah. You might hurt yourself. I mean, it's really difficult. So, now, take that tee out. Open your face up and take the tee out. Did that sound better? That sounded wonderful. Yeah, I mean, that sounded thumpage. So that I would, and again, you know what's going to help you though, honestly? I would, anytime you got some time and no one's around and you want to go hit balls. Hitting balls and trying to get it here and your backswing on the full swing, and then trying to turn it and get it more to drop it in the zone down the line or inside is going to help this shot for you too. You know what else is going to help you? How many times have you been chipping or your short game and you blade one? It's easy because if you look at my divot now, here's my divot. There's 4 places straight away, right? I'm going to show you something. Let me get some tees. You got a bunch of tees in your pocket? Okay. That's enough. Okay. Now just take your normal swing. Why is the right tee gone?
I don't know. You're the instructor. Why they both gone?
I'll show you. I expect both of them to be gone. You know why? Because I went here and I went here. So if you're swinging from the inside and taking both of these out, where's your swing angle? Of course it did. If you want it to be better and you don't have to use this all the time through the golf ball, this would be a great drill for you. You really need to go to Augusta Ranch or wherever they have a range and do this. Do this drill. And again, I had that like here. How can you hit that? How can you hit that tee? It just tells you this is the way, this is cause and effect. Why do you say that I'm swinging from the inside too much? Well, look at, if we're taking that tee off, we know our angle of attack is here. Right? I mean, that's our swing plane. Our swing is coming this way. The swing angle is coming this way. Whereas that's what I say, once you bring it back, if you just concentrate.
You want this tee here, so I can get that.
No, actually, that's the only tee you should do. Swing now.
The ball will hit that.
How'd that go? That was more this way too. Really was.
So you're basically aiming at the tee?
No, I
want to
I'm
focus
letting
on
the,
hitting
because
that
you're
tee.
you're not going to take a lot of divots with a 7-iron. We have to know where the club's going through the ball at or what angle. Well, we can't tell with the naked eye because at 90 miles an hour or whatever it is going through there, we're not going to be able to pick that up. But at least the tee is a good object. I mean, if you remember when I told you I taught Austin, that 13-year-old kid, to this day, he still hits shots, shot after shot with it down here. Why? Because what he would do, kind of the opposite of you. You swing so far from the inside, a lot of that's because you do this. When you do this, you gotta swing from that way.